Hey, what's up, everybody? George back at it. Been a while. Now, turn that off. Fan gets annoying after a little while. Now, where do I begin? I have diverticulosis, or litis, whichever one that's the irritated bowel syndrome, or whatever it is. Been dealing with that pain. Past years got really bad, been getting better. Built up some videos, accumulated some things, including the phone that I'm using right now, Moto Z Force. Got an editing software, just the standard power editor from, what you get with a HP printer. I did get the Ultra 15, something like that, a while ago. We'll hopefully be doing more videos that way. Also got the Power Editor app on my phone, because why not? It's currently February 10th. I got a day with my family, stuff like that. So I'm in a divorce situation, so I don't have my children all the time with me. So it is what it is. I still have them, so I am grateful for that. Since Valentine's Day is coming up, little black rose, show my eternal love. As you can see, Slicer did not make all the repairs completely. There's actually one pedal in here where it's essentially a hole, and if I rotate it just right, see, right there, and it goes down pretty deep as far as that hole goes. It's so weird for it to not print here, and it's not due to layer adhesion, because this is where it actually physically stopped, turned, and went back, and it even bridged one line. It's so weird. It was just imperfections in the mesh. So always check your mesh. There's a big old thing about fuzzy, or the fuzzy lion, or the hairy lion, and pretty much I just want to show what I can do on my G-Tech Prusa i3. It is one of the cheaper 3D printers out there. I'll show some pictures of it as I got from the print. Get this camera out here. So, as you can see, it bridged. I don't have a parts cooling fan necessarily. I just kind of redirect some airflow from here, and as you can see, there's a huge gap. So hardly anything even comes down here. So you'll see that some of these are quite imperfect, and some are quite good. So bridging's a hit and miss. Slicer did take a while with this one, and you can see some of the imperfections and triangles here where it just did not mesh together. However, as you can see, it's still printed, but some parts of the mesh were just incomplete. So yeah, let's get him around to this side of the line. As you can see, he's perfectly alright. Now, I haven't take time to cut this video because this is actually going to be a gift for my daughter, and I will show pictures of it completed, but I'm not sure if I'm going to record a video this time of removing all that support. Whoa, relax, huh? Got my heat gun ready, and I will be dealing with that pretty soon. It is her birthday coming up in the next couple days, so she will be, oh man, she's a teenager. Oh, well, those of you who have daughters when your older ones become teenagers and they're just that little rebellious attitude of an individual that you used to be, and you'll see so many things of yourself in your own children. It's so awesome, and it kind of sucks at times because you know what's coming. RWG, Russ, with who also works with quantum gravity research, I think. We'll be sending you this. Hopefully you can help me out there. And let's see if I can get this on camera. No, it's really hard to do. Well, essentially, it wobbles. It's not straight. If I take off the collet nut, the shaft, the bearing, every linkage in here is perfectly straight. The forward jaw split collet, which ain't really good at all, but it is what it is. Works okay for a Dremel, and it does work okay in the situation. However, the hole is off center for this nut, and even the nut itself is off center. Now, I'm going to take out some of these bends and maybe it'll be a little bit easier to turn. So I don't know if you can see that. Try to steady it as much as possible. So trying to line it up in between that 2x4 so you can see the wobble in it. Now, I've taken off the collet nut and everything else, and I've spun it at high speeds. The shaft and bearing, perfect. Surprisingly, from a Harbor Freight. However, the nut wasn't so surprising. You do get what you pay for. Piece of crap. Now, I've been trying to do a little setup using one of the little cheap $8 ones, but this one, let's just say it's just as bad. Let's see if I can hold it. Nope. Oh well. Recently had to repair my throttle body on my 2010 Toyota Tundra. That was a fun day. And the reason why it took me a better part of a day is because I forgot to mark the motor when I took it apart, so I had no idea which pole, because there's two poles on that magnetic motor. North was here, south was here, or no, wait, which, it doesn't matter. Point is, I figured it out in the end. Also had some fuel contamination issues, so I figured just by adding in higher grade gas fuel that I have for my jet skis, 91, so threw that in there when I normally put in 87. I'm guessing that I probably got some watered down gas from somewhere. We probably just didn't cover their fuel tanks, and it happens. You get some water in your tank and you get the fun of draining it out, or have an issue like I did where if you get too low, it doesn't want to start. Added some of that fuel. That started, it got it to a certain point where, okay, now it's making a different sound, things are seeming to like want to kick over. That was when I had the throttle body one way. So then at that point I had removed the motor, disassembled it again, flipped the magnetic poles, which I had then put it in backwards at that time, put it back in, which was the second time I was assembling it, the third installation. Or reinstall, and come to find out it was on the wrong way, and I had then added fuel after that point because something was working differently, but it was just a back and forth situation, and it was just my fault that I didn't mark the motor. Wasn't feeling good. I still attempted the repair. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. I gotta get back into videos. So, Russ with RWG, one of my favorite channels. Recommend him if you're into like any kind of Delta 3D printing styles, because he's building one heck of an awesome machine right now for Delta anyways. In my eyes, there's only two kind of Deltas that I would buy if you ever buy a Delta, and that would be anything from CME CNC or something that was built by Russ in that same kind of setup, because it looks outstanding. So good job, Russ. Hopefully we'll actually send this out to you now. I know I've been saying it for months and never have. Pretty much I've been cleaning out my garage a little bit, have a new shop where hopefully my RV business will start picking up once I get some permits finalized and everything. My permits for occupying the building and for the electrical that I had to repair because it took the warehouse as is, and you can see that video over here. There'll be a link to that video somewhere over here somewhere. Yeah, you'll see the before and after conditions, and basically just like a day where I set up the camera, I came in, did some final cleaning, did the final install of the electrical, and quite frankly I did most of the electrical right afterwards, and 6 months later, dealing with pain and whatnot, I finally got back into it. And the only way I did it was I kicked myself in the butt, gave myself a deadline, called up the city. I mean, I wasn't prepared. I didn't even have the materials bought. Most things were there already, but there was a few things that I was missing. And I just said, screw it. I called up the city. Yeah, I'd like to set up the final inspection in 2 days. Okay, see you then. And basically, there was Romex wire hanging from everywhere. I mean, this is cable, but right here, right behind it is Romex in the 2x4. Now that's standard in a house, in a kind of garage, open environment. The breaker panel's right there, and you can see the whole main lines that go up, and then they sit up on those runners up on the Raptors and go into the house. That sticker was already here, so whatever. Got some Avon 79 stickers. Check out his channel over here. Something I've been watching for quite a while. I'm around the Kearney and Trecker series, and it's actually I'm watching that particular series like the second time because I did skip those out of order, and I have watched everything he has ever put up before that, other than one of the toolboxes. And let's just say he's one heck of a machinist. When you don't have the numerical control, CNC, like a Tormach or nice something like that, or even a converted Bridgeport or a converted lathe, when you don't have that CNC, it's a lot harder where you have to think about the operations. So my battery's getting low. It's time to put my kids to bed because I do have them for the weekend, and they're probably just getting done watching Avatar. So yeah, it's good to be back. I've been taking some prebiotics, and that's honestly probably what helped me get over that final hump and reduce some of the pain and helping with my digestive system, essentially the good gut bacteria. So it's kind of a vlog, kind of what happened to me for a while, and I'm back for most part, and I just want to spit out more content. I'm like damn near 500 subscribers, and of course I've lost, I don't know, 300 in the process of gaining up to that point. And it's mainly because I haven't put out the rest of my videos. I have a bunch uploaded that I still have to just edit through YouTube because I don't know where the original copies are anymore. I had a blue screen just on my laptop, which has never failed me accept one job at Paramount Pictures, and I cannot explain that one. It's the curse or whatever that you have with the movie. Like, if you don't want a brand new car to work, take it on the movie set, it won't start. It's like, what's wrong with it? Nothing. Take it off set, starts fine. All right, action. It won't start. What? That's kind of like the situation that happened to me with certain things. Hold on one second. And just as I thought, gotta say goodnight to my kids. The movie's over, they're going to bed. So, that was my wife. My new wife. Been supporting Octoprint, and if you don't use it, especially in the situation where you're running like a filament sensor, auto level. I'm not running a servo, mine's a servoless. So it's just based on magnets and G-code movement to retract the arm. To deploy it, it is a manual flick down. It ain't nothing to print a little bracket and move to it, then then move up on Z so it'll deploy. But I could, but I haven't done it yet. I probably will put one eventually on this corner, and it's just going to be like a simple little L-shaped piece so that when it comes over in this position, it'll flick it down. Otherwise, that's pretty much the maximum travel. So that's what I want to base it on, and that's all the way to the left. I was working on an arm kind of like this, and I think I have another video talking about it, but hold on. Where I was trying to develop a way where it would ramp in and then flick it down. However, there's too many adjustments and too many variables with this one in particular, so other than that, that's it. I gotta go say goodnight to my kids, so I'm gonna pause this real quick. Alright. So where was I? What else can I say? Pick that up. I got some filament samples coming. Probably going to start selling filament. I'm probably just going to resell Manor Hacker filament because, quite frankly, it's good. G-Tech will be the other filament that I might sell. And if I sell any. From this point forward, I don't know how many more videos I'm going to do here at home. It's really just time to take everything to the shop. That's what I have it for. It's going to be my storage/workshop, and I'm also going to be running my 3D printer business out of there. I figure I'll be able to do more there than I will at home, because at home you tend to get lazy at times. If you're in your own home, it's quite easy to get lazy. Again, I'm just kind of saying it's lazy when technically had a medical issue. Okay. Let me just bring you in for a close-up so you can see the mess that I made so far. You can see the pile. However, the line is still looking good, and the rest of the main's looking all right. That's it. It's George back at it, and this is, sorry I had to make it a two-parter, but it got long and really long-winded. This is going to be one heck of a video to edit right now when I just wanted to do a short clip and then get it over with, right? So peace out, and see you on the next one.